Welcome. Today we journey to the heart of North Georgia, to a city that blends old Southern charm with cutting-edge modern growth. A place where history and innovation walk hand in hand. Welcome to Alpharetta, Georgia. Alpharetta sits in the United States, in the state of Georgia, tucked in the northernmost reaches of Fulton County. It lies in the foothills of Georgia's northern mountains, about 25 miles north of downtown Atlanta, close enough for convenience, far enough for calm. But Alpharetta wasn't always the bustling city we know today. Its story begins long before modern suburbs, when the region was home to the Cherokee people. Throughout the early 19th century, the area now called Alpharetta was part of Cherokee land. As the state of Georgia redistributed that land, notably through the land lotteries of the SSS, new settlers began to arrive. Before it had a name, this area served as a humble but vital waypoint for pioneers and traders. Known as New Prospect Campground, it was a resting spot beside natural springs. A meeting place for those traveling between the North Georgia mountains and what would eventually become Atlanta. Trees, timber, fertile soil, the land offered promise. And people gradually settled, built farms and mills, opened small shops. Then came 1858. On December 11th of that year, the town was officially chartered, renamed Alpharetta, Georgia, and appointed the county seat for the newly formed Fulton County. The boundaries were simple. A half-mile radius from the courthouse, the heart of the new town. As for the name Alpharetta, its origins are a bit of a mystery, and that's part of its charm. Some believe it may derive from a fictional Native American maiden named Alpharetta, portrayed in the 19th century song The Blue Uniata. Others suggest it nods to Alpha, the first letter of the Greek alphabet, perhaps implying this town was the beginning, the first of something new. Through the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Alpharetta's residents were mostly farmers, tradespeople, and small shop owners, blacksmiths, carpenters, millers, shopkeepers. Cotton reigned as king in the surrounding countryside. Much of the cotton harvested in local fields was ginned, warehoused in town, then shipped to textile mills. For decades, cotton defined the rhythm of life. But those rhythms changed. The boll weevil infestations, the Great Depression, and shifting economic tides slowly eroded the dominance of cotton. By the early 1930s, Fulton County, burdened by financial hardship, merged with Fulton County. Alpharetta lost its status as a county seat, but gained new infrastructure, better roads, and improved schools. Fast forward to the latter half of the 20th century. As metropolitan Atlanta expanded, so did Alpharetta. Major roads, highways, and connectivity transformed it from a quiet rural town into a vibrant suburban city. Demographically, Alpharetta is diverse. Little more than half of residents are white non-Hispanic. A significant portion identifies as Asian. Black or African American and Hispanic or other ethnic groups making up parts of the community. The median age is in the early 40s, suggesting a healthy mix of families, working adults, and seasoned citizens. Now, you might wonder, what do people eat in Alpharetta? As suburbia meets southern roots, the culinary scene has blossomed. Traditional southern and soul food influences linger. Fried chicken, biscuits and gravy, hearty comfort foods. Yet in recent decades, with waves of newcomers and a cosmopolitan vibe, the dining landscape has expanded beyond southern staples. You'll find upscale restaurants, chef-driven kitchens, international cuisines, gastropubs, and modern eateries. Seasonal farmers markets, brunch spots, and a lively restaurant culture help give Alpharetta a flavorful identity. Locals often attend the city's beloved food-centric events, where the diversity of tastes truly shines. Economically, Alpharetta has transformed more than just its menu. Once dependent on agriculture and mills, today, the city thrives on technology, business services, retail, healthcare, and professional industries. In fact, it has gained the nickname Technology City of the South, hosting scores of tech firms, startups, corporate headquarters. Thanks to this economic shift and robust job market, Alpharetta's residents enjoy a comfortably affluent lifestyle. As of recent data, the median household income sits around $146,581 per year. Many households report an average income even higher, reflecting the city's concentration of professionals, executives, and dual-income families. Property values are high, home ownership is common, and many homes are valued well above the national average. But Alpharetta is not just about jobs and finances. Its cultural life, community spirit, and quality of life are equally appealing. For arts, music, and entertainment, locals flock to the Amaris Bank Amphitheater, a 12,000-seat venue that hosts big-name concerts, symphonies, and comedy shows. When the weather calls for nature and leisure, there's the Big Creek Greenway, a leafy scenic trail that threads through the city, offering walking, biking, relaxation, and connection with nature on the city's edge. For history lovers, the city maintains a history walk, with markers and preserved sites commemorating its journey from Native American lands to modern suburb. The city's growth and modernization have not erased its roots completely. The sense of community, the memory of its early trading post days, the acknowledgement of pioneering families, the rustic echoes in old buildings and street names still linger. Many roads and neighborhoods honor the early settlers, reminding residents and visitors alike of where Alpharetta began. Here's a fun bit of trivia. The name Alpharetta, mysterious, maybe literary, maybe symbolic, may actually hint at being the first or beginning. If the name derives from the Greek letter alpha, it quietly asserts, this place is first. First in promise, first for settlers, first for growth. Whether or not that was the original intention, the city has certainly lived up to the spirit of a beginning. Another interesting note, although the city now hosts big tech firms and modern office parks, traces of its rural past remain. Old neighborhoods, former campgrounds, turned historic sites, natural springs, greenways, these remind us that long before fiber optic cables and corporate logos, Alpharetta was a place of simple lives, timber, cotton fields, travel stops, and southern hospitality. So what makes Alpharetta special today? It's this blend. The comfort and greenery of suburban life, the opportunity and ambition of a tech-driven economy, the relaxed pace of its parks and trails, and the heritage of its southern roots. It's a city where you might enjoy a cozy brunch in a modern cafe, then hop on a trail for a nature walk, then catch a concert under stars, all in a single weekend. Whether you're visiting, considering moving, or just curious about small city America with big potential, Alpharetta is a story of transformation. From a humble campground on Cherokee land to a thriving city of tens of thousands. From cotton fields to corporate headquarters, from dusty trails to fiber optic highways, its journey reflects broader American changes and yet keeps its soul. So thank you for walking with me through Alpharetta. I hope this glimpse inspires you to visit, explore, or simply imagine what it might be like to live in a place where history and modern life meet. See you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep discovering.